everybody, welcome to my podcast, and we're going to talk about the good and bad and give thumbs up and thumbs down to the moments of this week's Raw. So, the segment started with Drew and Zelina talking back and forth, which was, I think Drew is starting to talk a lot, which I don't think it should happen, because he's the Scottish psychopath, right? That's how he got the I love this aggression. Silently he took over the aggression, and as he's talking more, his aggression is fading out, I should say. So the whole segment was like a hi Zelina, hi Drew, and it's like, what they're talking, and Andrade is from behind, typical Raw stuff, WWE stuff. So that didn't like that much. He gets a thumbs down. So the next comes in like Aleister Black versus Austin Theory. The match was pretty okay. It was above okay, right? And very good moves by Austin Theory. This good talent. Finally, Aleister Black wins by Black Mass, hitting Black Mass. So it gets a thumbs up. The next comes in Shayna Baszler and Indy Hartwell. So Shayna Baszler I'm really impressed by her aggressiveness. She has got that X factor. She performs her character really well. Her character is also like pretty strong character. Good moves. It's an above average treatment. She's really good. She injured Indy Hartwell by hitting on her hand and kicking on her hand, stomping on her hand, I should say. Pretty good move. I think Shayna Baszler is like she should be built for a solid 1 year. I don't think she should win this Money in the Bank contract, because because she doesn't need it. She has a pretty strong character, and if she used something like a briefcase to get that, I think it should be better used on other superstars, female superstars. She should be built strongly for 1 year. For the next WrestleMania, Becky Lynch, I think should withstand her 2-year run. She's a special lady. She's the man. Very special lady. So she should continue her reign for 1 year, and hopefully she does something really interesting with it, because her reign is going down, sloping down as well. But she needs to do something, so that it becomes interesting. And she needs to do something, and hopefully they will meet again at WrestleMania. And I will vote for Shayna Baszler to win, because she's really a strong character, and she needs to build her character as a complete domination, in the women's division, and the rightful owner, the heir to the throne, to dethrone the man, the king, the queen of the women's division right now. Next comes in the tag team match, which is between Ricochet and Cedric Alexander versus Shane Thorne and Brendan Fink. There was nothing special in the match. It was nothing so competitive. It was like a squash match. Both of them hitting their finishers, and it was a below average match. So we'll move into the next. It was Kairi Sane versus Nia Jax. Again, I was very disappointed with this match. They're trying to build Nia Jax. She injured so many wrestlers. She's not interesting to watch. That's all I can say. She's not interesting to watch. She needs to do something. Her character is pretty. I don't know. When she rose to the top, she was like a girl who was being bullied and body shamed and everything. I know the problem is real. I don't want to offend everybody, but she needed to be built like a monster in there. Look at her theme song. I'm not like most girls, and she was built as irresistible force. And certainly when she rose to the top, body shaming became an issue. Body shaming became the main focus of her eyes. That's why it made her reign to the top so boring as like most of the superstars, whenever they reach the top, their characters being really boring. They don't develop their characters. I feel like she's being booked to be like next Roman Reigns, where she's being handed opportunities after opportunities after opportunities. Again, they're overlooking Kairi Sane, Asuka. They were so good talents. They're so good talents. Just, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just stupid. It gets a thumbs down. So next is MVP versus Apollo Crews. I think it would have been better if MVP had won that. But on the other hand, I'm very happy that Apollo Crews won, because I really want him to become a top star in the WWE. And he's really good. MVP. Apollo Crews is like really good. I really want him to become world champion. He just needs to work on his character. He's been given pretty lame character. What is doing? I still don't understand. I don't know what would suit him. He carries a smile on his face with such great talents. You should be really mean and put the world on notice, put a mark, put a dent on the surface, and that's what needs to be happening. But he's just carrying a smile around, doing his moves. The only reason, it's sad to say, but the only reason he won is because they need some high-flying highlights in the Money in the Bank ladder match. That's why they put him. That's why, because they need some highlights, right? He won't win it, but they're just using him for this highlights. So he'll sacrifice his body, jump and do some awesome moves and break his body, and still won't get the win. The other guy will do nothing, will just come and pick up the briefcase and then cash it in, and he will, after years, will be the same, just like Kofi Kingston. He put his body on the line of years after years after years. He should be winning the Royal Rumble so many times. I don't know, man. He should be winning the Money in the Bank ladder match so many times. Just sad to see, man. Well, when it comes to the match, it was an okay-ish match. But loved the action. But it was without proper intent. And the powerbomb was also pretty good. It was good. The match was pretty okay. I cannot give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It stays in the middle. The next comes Ruby Riott versus Liv Morgan. It was nothing match. Seriously, man, nothing to say on the match. Again, Ruby Riott is not being used properly. She's such a great talent. Liv Morgan just comes in, and I don't know what was her promo. Before she was debuted, she was getting promoted so much. What was that about? Just stupid promo. She won up with the jumping face buster, the MDKO. Nobody cared. Just gets a thumbs down. And then comes Bobby Lashley lifting truck tires, and it's just saying like everybody needs to fear her about this power and this WWE roster, and complete nonsense. And Lana comes in and saying, "Man." I don't know what the problem is. It gets a thumbs down as well. Next comes in Rey Mysterio versus Murphy. It was Buddy Murphy, now it's Murphy. I don't know why they do that, but I don't know. Rey Mysterio won the match. It was a pretty good match. Solid action. The competition on the other side by Murphy, good offense, good selling. Everything was nice. Some of the highlights were like the baseball slide Hurricane Rana by Rey Mysterio. Awesome, man. Awesome. It was good selling by Buddy Murphy. Super. I liked it. It gets a thumbs up. Then comes Charlotte versus Kaden Carter. Charlotte is good talent, really above average talent. She's been booked like superwoman, just like John Cena. But the match was average. She came in, she almost not totally squashed, but almost squashed Kaden Carter. Average match. It gets a thumbs down. And then comes Andrade. I love his old name, Andrade Cien Almas. Again, they shortened up just to Andrade. Again, it was versus Akira Tozawa. The match was pretty good, to be quite honest. Good action. Some of the highlights were like good senton on the outside by Akira Tozawa, and bicycle kick was pretty awesome. And the missile dropkick from the top, that was pretty awesome. And the part of Andrade, he sold the moves of Akira Tozawa pretty well, so nicely, seamlessly performed, and he made it very competitive to watch, and very interesting to watch. As if it was not one-sided, as if we didn't knew. Like, he made us feel like even Akira Tozawa had a chance to win that match, just like AJ Styles does. He's phenomenal. That's why he's so phenomenal. That's why I don't like John Cena that much. Unlike John Cena. And the turnbuckle, well, coming back, the turnbuckle hammerlock DDT from Andrade was awesome. I love it. It looks pretty effective. It was nice. Overall, good, competitive, solid action-packed match. It gets a thumbs up. And then comes Bianca Belair versus Santana Garrett, the NXT's Santana Garrett. The match was pretty good, nice. It was average, it was nothing like, you missed out on something. And Bianca Belair wins by Burning Hammer. It was an average match, and the commentary especially was irritating by the Street Profits. It was, like shouting always, anything that would happen. When if he throws a clothesline, Bianca Belair throws a clothesline, they go overreact and goes, on it. Just irritating to hear. The match was pretty okay, but due to the commentary of Street Profits, I think I'll give it a thumbs down, in my opinion. Now we come to the main event, which was Drew McIntyre versus Angel Garza. It was a good, energetic match, and you couldn't take some eyes off it. It was pretty good. It was great match. It was a good, energetic match, good action-packed match. The interference, the moves were pretty solid. The moves are back and forth, and they, very nicely sold by Garza, and very nicely performed also. The moves performed was very nice, awesome. The interference by Andrade and Austin Theory made it more interesting, as it added some more elemental flavors to the match. Drew McIntyre won by Claymore, and it was pretty nice. Yeah, he missed the reverse Alabama Slam, which Austin Theory turned it into hold, pinning hold. Small package hold, I think. I don't know. One thing I would like to add is, it was a very nice match. So the match gets a thumbs up. What happened after the match? Again, the outside interference came, and Drew McIntyre claymored Austin Theory as well, and he claymored Angel Garza once again. So what I think is, it's just becoming Drew McIntyre is just becoming too smiley for his character. I think, I think the WWE is saying, go out and smile, and you got to sell merchandise, and that's why you got to sell for the kids. I think it's character. I don't care about that. Do whatever you want, but I think it's becoming too smiley. Drew McIntyre is too smiley, too friendly for his character. He needs to reduce his friendliness, and it's because the friendliness is reducing his appeal of the character. I think he should hire a manager to do the talking for him, while he can cause complete massacre in the WWE. Just needs to be like, Stone Cold or the Kane, just come in and boom, just hit. More than that, I think he needs to be really purposeful. Whatever he needs to do, job just comes to full aggression, full anger on the face, the mean mug face. Click it, hit the claymore, devastate everything, and then just destroy his opponents. That should be good, solid 7 to 8 months on a roll. So I think the whole Raw segment, according to me, in my opinion, with 4 thumbs up and 6 thumbs down, it was a disappointment. Not that good much. So it's more bad elements. Not a disappointment, but more bad elements and average elements were there in this episode of Raw than good elements. So it was, below average, just below average. This month was good, just below average. So that's it. Wish it got been better. That's it. I even skipped through her highlights when I watch this WWE segment. This Raw nowadays. So that's it, guys. Until then, I'll come with another brand new episode. Thank you very much. Let's go.